pushing through when there is sadness. Probably the most recent was the death of my father. And that, I have never been so sad in my entire life. I remember sitting, waiting to lose my mind. Like, I was literally sitting there going, because I thought it was going to happen. Didn't lose my mind. They didn't have to, I thought they were going to have to sedate me and give me a prescription. None of that happened. But then I had to get back to work. And when you go back to work after losing someone who everybody knows is your lifeline, unfortunately, there are people that come to attack you because they know you're in a weakened state. For me, it was those people who loved me, who held me up, knowing that I had purpose, knowing that my father would be so upset if I stayed in bed. Just being able to keep going. And once I got up in the morning and got to work, being surrounded by people who inside my space supported me and loved me and did not hold it against me when I was mean, because I do mad better than sad. They just held me together. You know, I have experienced divorce. You know, I divorced my daughter's father when she was 2, and I had no relatives in Houston. So I was in a city by myself with a 2-year-old, and a 2-year-old who had chronic asthma that I would hide under my desk because she missed so much school. She couldn't go to daycare and she couldn't breathe. And I would just keep going. And for me, a lot of people had things to say about the fact that I was married for 5 years and then my marriage fell apart after I had a child. You know, sometimes people in their observations are cruel. But for me, my daughter was my saving grace because she was watching. And I wanted to be an example. So even in my most broken state, I knew that she was going to react how I reacted. You know, when her papa left, she was watching, she was taking cues from me. Is mommy going to keep going? You know, so that means that if she's at home, I'm not going to school. That means if she comes home from work and get in bed, I'm not doing my homework. So being her inspiration has been so important to me that I needed to keep moving. So having people around me that love me was important, but also wanting to be who I tell her to be was really important. And it has pulled me through some of the most difficult times in my life.